welcome to another video. In this video we'll talk about complex elements, how to style all your complex elements. So, in order to style them, you need to click on Project, click Style, and you've got three lists here: Simple, Complex, and Project Level. This one we're going to focus on complex elements, and there are tons here. You've got buttons, you've got text, you've got shape, and the list goes on. Tables, tabs, and I'm just going to pick a couple of them, but the same analogy applies for every single one of them in the list. So if you know how to do one, you will definitely know how to do the others as well. So let's say we start off with buttons. All right, I'm going to drag two buttons over here, and I'll show you a couple of things. So when I go over to button, you've got two. You've got common and you've got button. Alright, so here you can choose primary or secondary. So for example, let's say I drag, actually I'm going to drag a secondary over here as well. And let's delete this for a second. So this is like primary, this is like secondary. So here I can go, actually I'll go on the button and I choose primary. And I can change, for example, the color. So let's say I set this one to pink, and then if I choose secondary, I could set this one to blue, like that, or even like that. And then what I can do, essentially, let's pick like a yellowish color here. Pick like a different one. Yeah, that will do. Okay. So now, because I've set this to primary and secondary, look what happens. So when I go over to button, I drag another primary over, boom, it's copied over that. And if I go drag a secondary over, boom, it's copied over that. Okay, so you start to understand that whatever you modify here ends up applying everywhere on your project. This is really, really important to understand. And you can now change the size if you wish. For example, if I wanted to increase the height to, I don't know, something crazy like 100, there you go. Just like that, it's done. And now again, if I drag a new button over, it will automatically have that for you. And same premise applies everywhere really. You can change the shadow, padding, the font if you wish. Let's say I wanted to change this to this one here, and now it's changed. For primary, and for secondary I want it to be something else, so I can be, I don't know, like this, and it changes for you. Really cool. Let's focus on another one. Let's say text. So let's just go ahead and delete these ones here, and we'll drag a text over. So let's take text for example. You know, you can change the background color just like I did here, and now if you go over and grab another text over, it automatically copies over the format of the one previously specified. So I hope this is kind of building a theme for you, and you start to understand, okay, if I need to batch modify something, I can just do it directly over here, and then the settings will take care of itself. It will save you a lot of time in the long run. Same with shapes, same with tables. Let's have a look at table for example. I won't be able to go through each one of them because it will take quite a while, but let's say I get a table. I'm just going to set this up here very, very quickly. So let's say a table here, and the entire table I end up going, you know what, I want this to be dark blue or pink, or for anything for that matter, and I want to change it. So now if I get a new table, it will literally copy over this entire format. That's something you have to be mindful of. Within table, you've got to look at that description, row header. You can really just hammer on each attribute. Another one to show you is tabs. Tabs is a very important one. So let's say go over to widgets and we drag a tab over. Now in this tab you can again change the fill. So let's say I can change it to this color. I can change it to this color if I want. And within tab I can do so much. Tab button, I can change the fill there to be something like this. Alright, and tab panel, I can again change the fill there as well. So let's say I can set that to be like this, and it's really up to you. And once you do it, and now let's say if I want to drag another tab over, it's going to copy over again the format like that. and it's so important. And tab is another one. If you wanted to use list views, you can do that here as well. So these are some of the attributes and the complex elements, and I hope they paint a picture that within each one you can modify size, padding, alignment, border, shadow. And then once you do it here, every new element that you drag over, which is similar to what's already there, it will automatically copy over all the attributes that you've already specified. And yeah, that's complex elements for you.